Lesson 7, additional earnings. So sometimes you can get paid in different ways and they get added on top of you. So you can get bonuses, you can have benefits, you can get tips. So you work at a job that gives you $500 or a $50 bonus when you sell $250 worth of merchandise. You're paid $12.50 per hour and you work for 8 hours. You sold $386 worth of merchandise. How much did you earn? So first we'll find the hourly wage, so $12.50 times 8, and you get $100. So that is how much you're paid for your hourly wage. The bonus is if you sell $250. You sold $386, so you make your bonus. So you're going to add $50 to your paycheck. And altogether, you are paid $150 because you earned a bonus. You work at a job that is giving a bonus for if you work for 2 summers in a row. You're paid $3,500, so $3,500 for your time work, and you earned 15% on top of it. How much will you earn in total? So first we want to find her additional earnings, or your additional earnings. So $3,500, and we're going to times it by this as a decimal, which is 0.15. So this would be $525. So you're going to take your normal earnings plus your bonus earnings and add them together, and you get $4,025 to be paid. So that's a pretty good bonus to work 2 summers in a row. Okay, tips. You often find that you end up tipping people. So tips are things that you give to people who do a service for you. So waitresses in restaurants, waiters and waitresses, so servers. They also usually tip to the hostesses and to the people who are cooking your food. So everyone in a restaurant ends up getting a tip, including the people who are cooking your food. So sometimes people feel like, oh, my service really sucked, but my food was really good. Also keep in mind that the person who cooked that food is getting tipped as well. So you want to tip your servers. You tip cabs. When cabs drive you usually tip a cab driver. Hairdressers you can tip. When you get food for delivery, you usually tip your delivery person. You can tip maids in a hotel for their services cleaning. If you have ever traveled and you go to the airport and you have to take a shuttle bus to get somewhere with your luggage, you can tip your shuttle bus drivers as well. I've done that lots. So all of those people are people that you tip. There's lots of others too. So you work at a restaurant and you work an 8-hour shift at $10.25 per hour. You billed your customer $675.25, and you make roughly 15% in tips. How much did you earn that shift? So we'll take the hourly wage, so 8 times $10.25, and we'll add it to your tips. So we want to change 15% to a decimal. So our tips is $675.25 times 0.15. So for your hourly wage, you make $82. In tips, you make $101.29. So altogether, you make $183.29. And I've had lots of friends that have waitresses and been waiters, and really the money that you make is in tips. Tips is the best part of your paycheck. You work at a restaurant and you make $9.50 per hour for an 8-hour shift. You made $102.50 in tips that day. You made $102.50 that day. How much did you earn in tips? So we'll take $9.50 times 8, and you get $76. So of the $102.50, 76 of it was your wage. So we'll take 102.50 minus the 76, and you'll be left with your tips, which was $26.50. A shift premium is when you get paid extra for certain shifts. So night shifts usually have a night shift premium. Sometimes you can get shifts when you work on the weekend or if you work on Sunday. So that's what a shift premium is. So you work at an airport as a security guard and your shift is from 3 to 11. You get paid $17.36 per hour. There is a shift premium of $2 between the hours of 5 and 8, or 5 p.m. and 8 a.m. So we want to find out how much of a shift, or how much of your shift is premium hours. So 3 to 5 would be normal hours. So that would be 2 hours. Then, from 5 till 11, that's all part of shift premium. From 5 to 6 to 7 to 8 to 9 to 10 to 11 is 6 hours. So that's your premium hours. So your premium pay would be $17.63 per hour plus $2. So it would be $19.63 per hour. So we're going to take the normal hours and add the premium hours. So we're 2 hours for normal, getting paid at $17.63, and your premium hours is 6 hours, getting paid $19.63. For the 2 hours that you're working, you get paid $34.72. For the premium hours that you're working, you're making $116.16. So all together, when you add them, you're making $150.88 for that shift.